Heat waves strike across the globe as wildfires rage. On La Palma Island, firefighters battle a blaze which burned 5,000 hectares and forced the evacuation of 4,000 people. Scorching weather gripped 3 continents on Sunday, whipping up wildfires and threatening to topple temperature records. In the Vatican, 15,000 people braved sweltering temperatures to hear Pope Francis lead prayer, using parasols and fans to keep cool. National broadcaster NHK warned the heat was life-threatening, with the capital and other places recording nearly 40 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Japan's highest temperature ever, 41.1 C, 106 F, first recorded in Kumagaya City in 2018, could be beaten, according to the meteorological agency. Some places experienced their highest temperatures in more than 4 decades on Sunday, including Hirono Town in Fukushima Prefecture with 37.3 C, 99.1 F. Meanwhile, the U.S. National Weather Service warned a widespread and oppressive heat wave in southern and western states was expected to peak, with more than 80 million people affected by excessive heat warnings or heat advisories on Sunday. Southern California is fighting numerous wildfires, including one in Riverside County that has burned more than 7,500 acres, 3,000 hectares, and prompted evacuation orders. Predictions of historic highs in the coming days led the health ministry to sound a red alert for 16 cities, including Rome, Bologna and Florence. Russia-Ukraine war live. Black Sea grain deal, terminated. Kremlin declines to extend the Black Sea grain deal, stalling the export of Ukrainian grain to the rest of the world. The grain pact helped lower food prices by more than 20% globally. A Russian official has stated that 2 people were killed in the emergency on the Crimean Bridge, and their daughter was injured. Kyiv says the incident could be an act of provocation on Moscow's side. Russian grain market to feel positive effect from deal suspension. TASS. The report said that according to the Russian Grain Union, the deal had brought only harm. No link between Crimean Bridge attack and grain deal, Kremlin. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov tells reporters in Moscow that there was no link between an overnight attack on the Crimean Bridge and Russia's decision to suspend its participation in the Black Sea grain deal, which intended to allow Ukraine to export grain safely from its Black Sea ports. Peskov highlighted that Russian President Vladimir Putin's position on the deal had been known before the attack. Black Sea deal ceased to be valid today, Kremlin. Russia has halted its participation in the Black Sea grain deal. The United Nations and Turkey brokered pact, which helped alleviate a global food crisis amid several extensions, was due to expire on Monday. Russia had been saying for months that conditions for its extension had not been fulfilled. In fact, the Black Sea agreements ceased to be valid today, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov told reporters. 3 Israelis wounded in Palestinian attack, gunmen arrested. Israeli forces raided Bethlehem and arrested the suspected gunman and 2 others after a shooting attack near a checkpoint. The suspect fled the scene of the shooting, but he was later captured. In a statement, the army said the car came under fire from a vehicle close to the Tico checkpoint, near the city of Bethlehem on Sunday. According to Israel's Magen David Adom Rescue Service, a 35-year-old man wounded in the shooting was in serious but stable condition. His daughters, aged 9 and 14, were lightly wounded by flying debris. The family lives in the occupied West Bank settlement of Nokdim, according to Israeli media reports. Israeli forces raided Bethlehem and apprehended the suspected gunman and 2 other suspects. They also seized the suspected gunman's car, which contained an M16 assault rifle in it. Haytham al-Hadri, director of Beit Jala Governmental Hospital, told local news agency MAN that the wounded who arrived at the hospital all had minor injuries. Several Palestinian political factions said the shooting represents the natural response to the Israeli occupation's crimes and an affirmation of the continuation of the confrontation. The players were accused of being disrespectful to Maori culture in the video, which has since been deleted. The captain of Spain's national women's team has apologized after a video of members of her side laughing as they attempted to do a haka routine drew criticism in New Zealand ahead of the Women's World Cup. The players were accused of being disrespectful to Maori culture in the video, which has since been deleted. "We've only been in Aotearoa, New Zealand for a few days and we have so much to learn about your culture," Andres said. Also at the ceremony, Andres presented a Spain-playing shirt with the word Papaioea, the Maori name for Palmerston North, to tribal elders. Matariki is the Maori New Year, which is celebrated in New Zealand as a national holiday. "We know how important mana status is for Maori people, and therefore we'd like to celebrate that by giving you a jersey of our team." Andres said the jersey represented our mana, our skin, our blood, our sweat and our tears. The Real Madrid player spoke in Spanish during the almost hour-long greeting ceremony. A Rangitane spokesperson told reporters that what happened at the ceremony was a very good outcome. Their words came from the heart, and there was an acknowledgement that they understood the haka is very precious, not only to Maori, but to all of Aotearoa. Spain play their Group C matches in New Zealand, opening their campaign on Friday when they face Costa Rica in Wellington before taking on Zambia and Japan. Inter Miami unveil Lionel Messi, signed Sergio Busquets. Messi and his ex-Barcelona teammate Busquets signed deals that will keep them at the MLS club until 2025. Messi to Inter Miami on Sunday. Busquets and Messi were teammates with Barcelona for 15 seasons. The event started about 2 hours later than originally scheduled, with wet but delighted fans chanting Messi's name as the lights dimmed on the venue. The club's co-owner David Beckham opened the ceremony, saying Messi's arrival was a dream come true. The ceremony, dubbed La Presentation, at DRV-PNK Stadium in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, also marked Miami's official signing of former FC Barcelona midfielder Sergio Busquets. The 35-year-old Spaniard landed a deal that runs through the 2025 season. Upon being introduced, Messi briefly addressed the crowd before the team played a tribute video on the scoreboard screen. The likes of Tom Brady, Stephen Curry, DJ Khaled, and Gloria and Emilio Estefan welcomed Messi to the United States. "Thank you very much to all the people for supporting me and giving me this love," Messi said in Spanish. "I am very happy to be here in Miami. I really want to start training, to compete. I have the same desire that I always had to compete, to want to win, to help the club continue to grow."